who you may know.
Hello. Hello again. There's old Chad Holt who you just looked at for 90 minutes.
All right. I've been listening to the Astros out in the parking lot, drinking tall boys. So sunny.
Hey, one thing I want to say right off the bat is anybody wants to bail because they don't listen to us shit talk after they just looked at us for 90 minutes, we do have merch you can buy on your way out at the table. My good buddy RJ's out there hawking wares for us.
And we'll meet you at the highball if you want to bail. No, seriously. Go.
Let's see. I don't know. We've been doing these Q&As for 5 weeks now.
This is usually the part when we're on tours. We come up here and we act all funny and shit, and then we have to lay the whole. And by the way, if you got a place we can stay tonight, we're looking for a shot. And you know what would happen every time? The girls, they would just get up and their pussy would just go. Nah, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
It worked pretty well, though. I think we only had to get 2 motels the whole time.
Yeah, we didn't even have to. It was the first part of the tour, and we were just embarrassed to actually stay with the people that were begging us to stay with them. And we were just like...
Well, he wasn't that cute.
Yeah, we felt weird, and we got hotels. We didn't have to. The country was very gracious to us. So...
Yeah, anybody have any questions or insults or comments or anything?
What happened on the tour?
Oh, shit.
The tour was incredible.
Albuquerque was our first stop? That seems like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It was only 5 weeks ago, but so much shit happened on the tour that...
It really did seem like about a year. I'd call it about 8 months. It seemed like 8 months to me, in all honesty. But in Denver, when we hung out with our friends in Denver, I feel like I haven't seen them in 8 months. It was a great tour, man. Like we said, we had a lot of help along the way, and I had a lot of friends from high school in different cities come and see the movie. We had a lot of friends that we knew from Austin that have moved off, come back, and we hung out with them. And so just the personal part of it was incredible, but our experience with the people we didn't know and the country as a whole, it was time of our lives. I don't remember, was it Phoenix or Tucson? Somewhere me and Bob finally had a ride, and we were fucked up going back to wherever, and me and him were just like high-fiving and hugging in the back of the car. And
it was before jail.
We couldn't believe it. Yeah, it was disgusting, but we couldn't believe what a good time we really had on that trip, man.
It really was cool. I mean, aside from just seeing the country and all the normal shit, like just partying balls and tearing it up all across the nation was badass. And we crossed paths with a lot of people that we know. Some of them are from here. Some are people that I've known for years and Chad's known for years, but we got the chance to spend some time with them, and just like it was just cool, you know. Everything about it was cool. And then we got to LA. We went counterclockwise, and so we ended up in LA. And LA treated us really well. We had 3 screenings out there. We partied with Mrs. Stanwyck from Fletch.
Mrs. Stanwyck. She lives here.
Harvey Sid Fisher.
Yeah, Harvey Sid Fisher.
Astrology songs.
Not as much of an applause.
Yeah, not many Harvey Sid Fisher.
Nah, dude.
Look him up online.
Are there any Harvey Sid Fisher fans here? Yeah, dude. We played golf with him. We had a great fucking time.
Yeah.
Biggest, most raucous crowd.
USC Film
First
School.
First it was Seattle. Seattle was ruling for a while.
That was the most raucous crowd still. Because you know what happened is that he dropped me off in Seattle for like 5 days.
He couldn't get into Canada.
I stirred the pot in Seattle, and that worked out well for us. And that was fucking cool because literally the people that were there, it was like the 20 other people I met while I was in town, and there was his family. And y'all, your son and your brother and all of them, and it was a really intimate crowd, and they loved it. And so Seattle might have been the most raucous, but the most people that were there were in LA, all 3 screenings, and then in the first one that we're talking about with the most people, they sat around. Not that y'all have to do this, but they sat around and Q&A'd us for like 45 minutes.
Well, they got like chairs.
Don't worry though. Don't worry. We're not going to do that. We went to jail. Here's what happened. You want me to tell it or you want to tell it?
I'll
tell you what happened. So people are telling us the whole trip, when you're heading down I-10 back in, you pass El Paso, there's that checkpoint. And, we've been through it and shit, and I thought it was, of course you've got the chance, there's a chance you might get in trouble there, whatever, but no, apparently now they're just they split up the 18-wheelers with the cars. It's just like, oh, yeah, so we're good. But no, they sniff down every vehicle going through there. I mean, if you drive down I-10 You think, oh, surely they can't do that, traffic and all. No, they will sniff down every car coming down the fucking highway, and we roll up, and we had a bunch of weed in different places, and I got to give credit to Bob, because Bob's whole idea was, look, if they search the car, they're going to search the car, but they won't search us, and Bob just voluntarily took all the weed.
What we thought was all the weed.
All the weed, and put it in a jar, and he put it in his pocket, right? And so what had happened was, when we first left Austin, I had this big old bag. It was like a sandwich, it was a pound bag of weed, if you know what that is. I think normal people call them freezer bags, right? Normal people buy them for like chicken and stuff. Well, I call them pound bags. And but there was like maybe an ounce at first of just dog shit weed in it. And then that's all we had at first. And we had some of his kind weed, which got smoked in L.A. by, it's just a crazy house place, basically. But anyway, so as we went out on the road, people were just plying us with drugs, so I forgot about this fucking shit bag of dope, you know. It's just been in my suitcase forever. And so we get there, and fucking we're like, oh shit, like, yes, there's the dog, see, there he is, and he's fucking searching everything.
But the car right in front of us,
he's gonna be here.
The dog went and took a shit, like right in front of us.
So it looked like it was good, yeah, the dog, they actually had to run, they ran, they like sprinted and like let him go take a shit, and I was like, Bobby, if he's taking a shit over there, I think we're good.
But
they held us, and then he comes back fresh off, you know, he's like got a full head of steam, sure enough, he's like, hey, we need y'all to pull over. And so Bob fucking bravely is like, dude, I'm sticking to my shit. I think if we have the weed on us, they're not going to find it. They're going to search the car, they're not going to find the weed, and we're good to go. And so I still didn't remember that in my little green suitcase, which, by the way, the Border Patrol still has.
Well, meanwhile, like we're sitting there, and I got this jar of weed in my pocket, like a fucking fist. The cop's here, and I'm just talking to him, smug as shit, just like, you know, they're in the car. I'm just like, we're party, like.
He ain't got us for nothing.
I'm trying to get a posture where it doesn't look like I got a fucking jar of weed in my pocket.
I surely started to remember, you know, there is that one bag of shit weed still in the car. And it was really shitty weed, but maybe the dog can't smell it because it was so shitty. And I kind of glanced over, and you know, I was always like the messy one on the trip, so my suitcase was just thrown on top of everything, so it's kind of up there in the back of the Prius. And I look over, and the dog's just like fucking the suitcase, right? And I'm thinking, you know, I think the dog might be onto something over there.
Well, they said, you're under arrest for smoking marijuana. And I was like, no, it's in my... No!
And I immediately, I was like, dude, I just announced to the crowd, I'm like, oh, that's my fault. I told everyone, like, I had an old bag of weed, and he's fucking the suitcase because there's weed in there. He's onto something. He knows what he's doing. He's a good dog. And so then it's on. You know, it's like, hey, y'all are under arrest, and you know, now we're gonna search you and everything. And they found the weed in Bob's pocket, and then we even had a dude that he'd bent over backwards trying to tell us, look, only one of y'all needs to say it's your weed.
Yeah,
it got lost in translation, though. And both
we were in different cells.
Well, it's my weed. So he had us in separate cells, and we tried. He tried to make it to where only one of us took credit, but we both did. And I feel bad because Bob was extremely courageous through that whole experience. It was me forgetting about the old bag of weed. If your theory's right, then it was all my fault. You're right.
I'm sure, like...
But Bob finally, he didn't get a record, no fingerprints, no nothing. He's led a clean life. He got the pleasure of being arrested with me without actually being arrested and booked. I think I did him a favor. Think of the fucking street cred he has now. You know? He got to sit in a holding facility and never actually get fingerprinted or have to go to see a judge or anything. I think I did him a favor. I think I did the whole project a favor.
I appreciate that.